guys, it's me again. I'm in the closet. Well, kind of. Hey guys, so since you clicked on this video, you guys know exactly what I'm going to talk about today, but because this topic is new and the series is new, I'm going to take a little bit of time to talk about my channel and then I'm going to get into the stuff that you guys actually want to hear about. So if you're new here, and I guess some of you are because I've never made a video about this before, hi, my name is Sierra. I'm an American living in Japan. Every week I'm making a video about my crazy life in Japan, Lush, being vegan, and zero waste. And so if any of those things are even remotely or a little bit interesting to you, make sure you hit the like button and also the subscribe and bell button so you'll know when I post a new video. Now that that's taken care of, I don't want to make you guys wait anymore. Let's get into what I actually want to talk about today, which is capsule wardrobes. Before I get started talking about capsule wardrobes, I just want to say really quickly that I am not an expert and that I did not create the capsule wardrobe and that I do not own any of the information from the project that I'm going to be talking about. This is just my experience and this is what I've learned and this is what it's going to work for me. According to the School of the Internet, a capsule wardrobe is a small wardrobe that is specially selected by the creator in order to simplify their life down to just a few pieces. Most of us have overflowing closets. At least most people in the United States that I know have overflowing closets, especially those of us who have lived in the same place for a long time. Before I did a capsule wardrobe, I had an overflowing closet. But in general, a capsule wardrobe really size kind of varies on the person. I've seen capsule wardrobes as small as 10 and capsule wardrobes as big at 50. 10 I think is pretty small, so I would say the average, at least from what I've seen, is between 20 and 50 pieces, depending on what a person needs. My capsule wardrobe is kind of in the middle. Next thing we need to talk about concerning capsule wardrobes is one of the reasons that people decide to create a capsule wardrobe. Everyone's personal reasons are different. One of the reasons, of course, as I already said, that people have capsule wardrobes is because of the fact that having less pieces means that you take better care of them and that you have more money and time to invest in buying and choosing the best pieces that are going to last you a really long time. Another reason people have capsule wardrobes could be financial, just because they don't end up having as many pieces of clothing and they end up actually wearing all their pieces. Or my personal reasons for having capsule wardrobe is because of the fact that I used to have a ton of clothes, and then when our family moved across the ocean to Japan, I had to downsize a lot of the clothing that I had. And when we moved, I was only allowed to take 2 suitcases with me on the plane, and so what that meant is I could only take 2 suitcases worth of clothing. Now we did have other clothes in the shipment, but I was without most of my clothes for like 2 or 3 months because they were somewhere over the ocean, and so I really had to learn really quickly how to live simply. And then I realized through only having a couple of suitcases of clothing that I didn't need nearly as much as I thought I did. So in a sense, I already kind of had a capsule wardrobe. Also, another reason I wanted to try making a capsule wardrobe is just because I've noticed that when I go shopping, I tend to buy pieces just based on the pieces that I like. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but then I realized that I would come home with a lot of different pieces that I don't really have anything to match, and so I'd have to go out and buy something else to match, and I just didn't want to mess with that anymore. So for me, it pretty much comes down to being able to afford higher quality pieces because I don't have to buy as many pieces, and also making sure all of my clothes are curated to go together so I can mix and match, and I don't have to necessarily worry about picking out an outfit that matches. I can basically pick out 2 things and most of them go together. So now let's get into the model that I decided to use for my capsule wardrobe. Some models will give you an exact number or like a ballpark number you guys should shoot for. Some will just give you a list based on like your profession and your lifestyle, and you can pick like a certain number of each clothing item. I decided not to do that. So the method that my capsule wardrobe is loosely based off of is called Project 333. Project 333, I originally saw, I think it was the My Green Closet channel. Hi, if you're watching, I love your channel. But originally 333 was created by someone named Courtney Carver. I don't remember her whole backstory, but I'll link her website below if you guys want to check it out. But the whole idea to Project 333 was the creator wanted to have a simpler life as far as her clothing goes and wanted to have not worry about choices as much and wanted to live a little bit more simply, and that's the same reason that I want to do my capsule wardrobe, and so I really resonated with that, and that's why I chose that model. Pretty much, it's the only reason. The idea of Project 333 is you choose 33 items from your closet to wear for 3 months at a time. The 333 capsule wardrobe number 33 is supposed to include your leaving the house clothes, as in like you're going out to hang out or you're going out to work or like do something in the community that's not like lounging around your house or working out. Accessories, jewelry, outerwear, and your shoes. Now, I chose to omit some of these items from my capsule, but that's what the official says. What it doesn't count is any sentimental jewelry. So like if you have like a wedding ring or like maybe a cross necklace or something that you never take off, that's basically part of your body at this point, so you don't have to count that. Also, of course, your unders, hosiery, sleepwear, loungewear, and workout wear. Now, the trick when it comes to loungewear and workout clothing is that in order to not be counted in your capsule, your loungewear and your workout clothing have to be specifically for those things. So for example, if you like to wear leggings as pants underneath a tunic or something, but you also use the same leggings for working out, but because you wear those leggings also kind of like as a pants substitute, then you should probably be counting your leggings in your capsule wardrobe. Once you've selected all of your 33 going out items, clothes, shoes, bags, and all the stuff that you would need to leave the house, you take all your other clothing and all of your other similar items that are included in the capsule wardrobe list, and you're supposed to seal them in boxes and put them away until the next season, until it's time to create your next capsule wardrobe. Then what you do next is you just wear your wardrobe for the next 3 months. And at the end of the 3-month period, what you're supposed to do is you can look at all of your clothes again that you chose for your capsule, and you should get rid of anything that's damaged or doesn't fit anymore or that you didn't wear, because if you selected a special item to be in your 33 items and you haven't worn it, you probably don't like it, so you should probably get rid of it. And that's actually something I really like about the Project 333 wardrobe challenge, is because of the fact that it allows you to still keep the items that you're not going to wear rather than having to get rid of them, kind of like the KonMari method tells you to do. It's possible that the items that you thought that you really loved, you actually don't love, but you have some gems that you've kept for a reason within the non-capsule wardrobe items, so you can always bring out those items for the next capsule. And in a way, like, you kind of start to love your old clothes because they've been put away for 3 months, you know what I mean? All right, so that concludes the Project 333 official rules. Now I'm going to tell you what I decided to do for my version of the Project 333. Now I know I didn't follow the official rules, but everyone's capsule wardrobe is different, and so everyone might have a little bit different needs. So I feel no remorse in taking the 333 model and making it work for me. So here's what I decided to do. So rather than including my going out clothes, accessories, jewelry, eyewear, and shoes within my capsule wardrobe, I decided to just focus the 3 part on clothing items that I wear outside of the house. And then within that, there are a few things I decided not to count within the 33 items, and I'm going to tell you quickly why. For example, within Japan, there are kind of like some clothing rules that you have to follow. Well, you don't have to, but you could be living kind of a bad image of yourself if you don't follow these rules. Is that in Japan, people cover up like the upper half of their bodies, pretty much from like their collarbone to like mid-thigh has to be covered. I mean, you can show your arms, but like as far as your torso. And so I kept a couple of like sheer tank tops to go underneath of some of my clothes that are a little bit see-through, just to kind of make them less see-through. So I decided not to count those items. I feel like honestly those kind of go along with underwear. Also, I do have a couple of pairs of leggings that I do not count in my Project 333 number, just because of the fact that I never ever wear leggings as pants, because they're not pants. I wear them as hosiery, and so for example right now I am wearing a dress with leggings. I know you can't see them, but I use them instead of tights because I feel like tights are just a little bit too hot for the spring. So if you want to take points away from me for that, sorry, I don't really care. And then the other thing I decided to kind of change within the Capsule Wardrobe 333 model is that she says you're supposed to wrap everything in boxes and seal it with tape. I decided not to do that, and I decided not to do that because in our climate, not only is it really humid, and I was kind of worried about my clothes accumulating like closed up taped smells, I do have extra space to store my clothes hung, and I don't have to worry about them wrinkling or anything like that. Now within Project 333, I don't remember if she gives you any specific way of selecting your pieces. I think that the idea is you just pick your favorite pieces and then kind of go from there. So my method when I was choosing my pieces for Project 333, I no joke emptied all of my clothes out of my closet and threw them onto my bed. I don't know about you guys, but to me, the idea of having to go through and count and recount and recount and recount the number of items, even though it's only 33, was a little bit stressful. So I took some yellow paper that I had and I cut it into little squares and put hole punches in the top, and then put little pieces of string around them to kind of create like number tags, and I created exactly 33 of those little tags. And so as I was selecting my items, rather than having to be like, okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, like 12, wait, how many items do I have already? 11 or 12? I don't remember. I had only the number of tags that I would need for the amount of clothes I was allowed in my capsule, and so I just put the tag on each of my hangers and then moved on with my life. In addition to the yellow tags, I also decided to create some little blue tags, which you'll see a couple of them in my capsule wardrobe, and that's because they're kind of left over from a method that I was using before. I'm going to explain really quickly. You've probably seen this before. Before I was working on downsizing my clothes, and the easiest way for me to do that in the past has been through flipping the hangers. For example, every year at the beginning of the season, I would take all my clothes in my closet, put them on their hangers, and rather than putting them on the rack this way, like when you go into the closet, I would hang them this way. And then I would wear my clothes as normal. And then once I had taken something out and worn it once, when it was clean from the wash again, I would put it back in this way. And then at the end of the season, anything that hadn't been worn yet was still backwards, and then that got donated. Yeah, so if you're wondering what the blue tags are, that's what they're for. All right, so that's pretty much everything I have to say about Capsule Wardrobes. If you guys have any questions, let me know in the comments. Now I'm going to get off of this couch and I'm gonna go into my bedroom, adjust my lighting, and then I will meet you guys in a second, all right? Okay, it took a little bit longer than I expected to set this up, but now we are in my closet and I'm going to show you guys all of the stuff that I have in my capsule wardrobe. I'm going to start with my tops first, just because I feel like that's what most people see when they first look at you as your tops, so let's just go there. Okay, so I have my tops kind of sorted into 3 different categories. I have tank tops, short sleeve tops, and long sleeve tops, and sweaters. So I'm going to start there because it's still spring, and in Japan, spring can either be really, really hot or it can be really cold and it can't really change its mind. So I only included 3 tank tops within this capsule. These are all neutral tank tops, but you know, I have just a plain like neutral tank top. It's hard to see on here. It looks like it's kind of off-white, but it's more of like a cream color. So I have that one, and it still has the tag attached because I bought it last summer and I forgot about it because I had so many clothes. And then I have just your classic white tank top, which for some reason in the lighting, it looks a little bit more cream. It's basically paper white, and I like to wear it with a lot of my skirts that have either white elements or sometimes just with a colorful shirt, top, bottom, if I want to mix it up a little bit. And then the other thing I have for my tops is another white-ish tank top. I know I have a lot of white tank tops. This one is kind of in between the paper white and the kind of beige color. I would say it's like maybe ivory or something, but I like to wear this with a couple of my skirts that have ivory in the bottom. Now let's move on to short sleeve t-shirts. So with my short sleeve t-shirts, it looks like I have 5, and which are awesome because I can wear it when it's hot, or it's nice sometimes if I'm not really sure if it's going to be warm or cold that day. I can kind of put it underneath a dress or something. But within that, I have again lots of whites and creams. I have a cream colored t-shirt that has kind of like cap sleeves. When you see it on, it really does kind of go like to the regular t-shirt length, but that is the same color as one of my tank tops because I can wear it with the same outfit. And then I have another shirt. It's literally the exact same pattern, except this one is a little bit darker. It's kind of like, as you can see, sort of like a brownish like gray color, and it has just some detailing on it, which that was really cute. And then I have a polka dot t-shirt. Well, actually it's like, I don't know, you guys can't see from here, but it's like a nylon-y type material. I used to wear this all the time when I would teach, but it works really great in the spring and summer because it's really lightweight. And then the last 2 items I have, which again for some reason I think it's because of this wall, can't really do much about that, it's making it look kind of beige. I just have a regular white plain t-shirt and a black t-shirt that I like to wear with, you know, whatever. So, and sometimes I do honestly wear these to gym, but because of the fact that I wear them to the gym and I wear them for my regular wardrobe, they have to be included in my capsule wardrobe count. All right, and the other 2 tops that I have actually, it's this black t-shirt that I'm wearing, which I had to wear something in my video, right? I couldn't have all my clothes hung up. So it's this t-shirt, and then this t-shirt actually is the twin of this white t-shirt here. And it's honestly like the exact same thing, it's just white. Okay, moving on to sweaters and cardigan type things. Some of them I wear kind of just like to layer as pullovers, some of them I wear just, you know, like a cardigan would be worn. Okay, first one I have, you guys have seen in a lot of my hiking videos. This is one of my favorite sweaters of all time. I wear it all seasons, and it's this one. It's just a white cream colored sweater. I really like it because the material itself is really warm, but it is also kind of breathable, as you guys can see the other sweater through it, so you can kind of get the best of both worlds with that one. And then I just have a traditional black sweater, and then I decided to include a couple of cardigans. It's just 3 of them. So I have a black cardigan, blue cardigan, cream colored cardigan, and I have this cardigan that I honestly don't know how long I've had this. I would say high school, but I don't know if that's right. If you knew me in high school and you're watching my channel, let me know if I wore this sweater. If not, I probably got this in early college. Okay, now that I cleaned up that whole mess that I just made, that probably wasn't the best idea. Let's move on to my bottoms. If you guys haven't guessed, I prefer skirts over trousers. For the spring, I have a combination of shorts and longs. So I have first this long skirt. It goes, I think, just past my calves. It's ombre. It's really pretty. I like to wear it with like my white t-shirts or like my white tank tops or cream tank tops. Really, those tops all go with all of my skirts, which is pretty great. And then, whoop, there we go. Isn't this a really cool hanger? And then the second skirt that I have is this skirt. Again, it's a maxi skirt. It's almost like purpley / white print with the like kind of mauve in the background, which is pretty great. And then I know most people don't do this, but I do this. I included 2 pairs of jeans in my capsule wardrobe, which is fine. You can use your capsule wardrobe numbers however you like. I have just a pair of light jeans and a pair of dark jeans, just in case it gets really cold, especially because we are going to be going to Yellowstone, which means, and Yellowstone is further north than where I am right now, so I'm going to need some warmer pieces within my capsule that I can mix up, which is probably why this capsule didn't look quite as springy as it could. All right, now let's move on to my shorter skirts. I have 4 of them in my collection. So I have this white and black skirt, which as you guys can tell go with all of my tops, which is awesome. Okay, I also have this blue one like this that has like the little white / cream colored flowers on it. And then I also have this skirt here. It's like, you know, it's like an orangey. It has a little bit of yellow and lots of beiges, which is why I have so many beige shirts in my capsule. And then I have this skirt here. It has a little bit of black in it, and so sometimes I wear it honestly with this t-shirt and with some leggings, and then that's an outfit for the spring. All right, and now the final category, we're gonna get to my dresses. Let's just start, of course, with the skirt that I'm already wearing. It is going, I think, yeah, it goes just about to my knees. It's just like a black and white dress that I wear sometimes, obviously with my black shirt and leggings to keep myself warm. Other dresses that I include in my capsule wardrobe, I've had these for a really long time, and if you've been in my channel for a while, yes, most of these are in my summer pictures from last year, and that's because I'm a rewear, sue me, do whatever you want, I don't care. All right, first I'm going to show you guys is a special occasion dresses, which putting a special occasion dress within your capsule wardrobe is supposed to be, well, not supposed to be, is kind of controversial, but I decided to include it because their anniversary is coming up, and it's just a black polka dotted dress I've worn to, I think, a couple of weddings and things, just in case we decide to go for a nice dinner in Salt Lake City. I have something that I can wear, you know what I mean? Okay. And then this dress is probably one of my favorites. I got this from Old Navy like probably 5 years ago, but I've taken really good care of it and it's held up. It's just a halter dress, keeps all the business in the front, it's a little bit of a party in the back, and it's a really pretty print, and I love the material itself because it's so thin and breathable. Next dress I have is this one. It does kind of look a little bit like a special occasion dress, but I included this one in my spring wardrobe rather than my summer capsule wardrobe just because for Japan it is a little bit too low cut. If I hold it up to myself, you can see how deep the V is, and so I'm not comfortable wearing this around in Japan, so I usually just wear it with like a t-shirt under it or something, and I get at least some wear out of this dress that I love so much. And then the other dress I have is this dress. It's kind of like a church dress. It's not silk, but it kind of looks and feels and behaves like silk. I think it's synthetic. I don't remember what it's made of, but it's got lots of flowers on it, which is really pretty. And then I also have this dress that I've had, if you knew me when I lived in the Czech Republic, I've had this dress for like 7 years, but I love it. It's just, you know, black on the top, red on the bottom, and it's really great and versatile. You can wear it with a t-shirt under it or not, which is awesome. Next dress you guys probably saw in my Harajuku exploration dress because I bought this right before I moved to Japan, and that is this one. It has lots of peonies on it, and it's just a really pretty color. I love it, and because of the low back, it kind of gives me, you know, like party in the back, business in the front again, which is pretty great. And then I have 2 more to show you. This one, as you can see, blue tag. I forgot to wear this last year. It's just a purple paisley dress that has a belt that goes with it. And then the last and final dress I'm going to show you guys is this one. It is a spaghetti strap dress that I usually wear with a t-shirt or a long sleeve shirt underneath of it, just because, again, the V is pretty deep for Japan. And also because all the time when I wear this, I tend to get sunburn because there's so much exposed skin. But I've had this for a couple of years, and I've worn it almost every season since I got it because of the color. Okay, you guys, so that concludes my capsule wardrobe tour for spring of 2019. If you guys have any questions about any of the pieces that I got, or if you guys have any suggestions of really interesting ways I can pair them together, please let me know in the comments. That's kind of something I'm sort of working on. Additionally, if you have a capsule wardrobe, let me know how many pieces you have in your capsule wardrobe, and if you're interested in capsule wardrobes or if you have any questions, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, you guys don't have anything else to say. So if you liked my video, please make sure that you hit the like and the subscribe button so you guys get notification every single time I post something new and exciting, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thank you guys for watching. Bye!